How's it going? You got your boy's been slacking. You guys was asking questions like, "Where you been, man? What's going on?" Your boy, your boy was busy. Your boy was busy. How's it going, you guys? Excuse me. Whew. Guys, talk about comics like always. As you can see, excuse me. I got a whole new hairdo. Let me see. I had to get that haircut, man. That hair was getting so long, man. It was getting way too long. I was just like, dude, you need to cut it. When the hair starts getting in the ears, I was just thinking like, oh my gosh, I just have to get rid of it, man. This is too much going on. Yeah. So I went ahead and got it cut. I hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's video. Yesterday's video was it was pretty crazy. Like finding that book there, especially for that price. Very amazed about that. Now I have it, and I thought about getting it graded. Of course, that is a alternate universe. But no, yeah, we'll see, we'll see about it. Yeah, because your boy has still has to get his other books that he got graded. Because I had someone grade them for me for a good price. Like he presses them as well. So I'm just like, okay, let me get these books first. Yeah, because I was looking at other books on eBay and everything, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's I don't know. I don't think I should. Yeah, because I was looking at Superman versus the Flash, and I was looking at Superman versus the Flash, the second race, and then the third race. The covers look awesome. I just felt like they put so much effort into those Superman versus Flash covers. They look really cool. Like it goes from like Superman to like World's Finest, and you see them, and they're like moving so fast, and you're just like, wow. Like they make it look dramatic and everything. So it's just okay. Maybe I should wait on it because I'll look at the bag and board books, and then I'll look at the graded books, and I'm just like, ooh, like that's that's it's high, but it's just like, is it worth it? I maybe it probably is. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But no, yeah, man, yeah. I was looking at those the covers. They of course they have them on eBay and stuff, and I haven't looked at like Macari or anything like that, or my comic book shop. My comic book shop is a good place to shop. But I didn't really see. I didn't really check on there. Maybe I should look at my comic shop to look for Superman versus Flash, the race. I might get some Superman versus Muhammad Ali books or Superman versus Spider-Man books, but Superman versus the Flash, I feel like that's the book, man. That like part one, part two, and part three, because those covers are worth being put on the wall. Superman versus Flash, because it's just like literally they're they're racing, but it's just like who's faster. But we all know that Flash is faster. There's nobody faster than the Flash. You might say, oh, Godspeed, or what's his name, Red Racer or Black Racer, Zoom. But man, Flash is a great character, and I think, well, he probably more so is the strongest hero on the Justice League because he's able to go back in time. What the heck? What the heck? Well, good morning. Oh my goodness. Um. So with that, you're just thinking like, what the heck? Because I did learn a lot of things where, good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, I did learn a lot of things where, the Flash had the Blue Lantern ring, and that made him like the most incredible like speedster ever. Speedster with the Blue Lantern ring, and it's just crazy because I've been reading the Blackest Night, and I'm at the part where the Flash meets Necron, where the Black Hand he summons Necron, and when he summons Necron, this guy has like a scythe and you're just like, oh my gosh, this is not good. This is not good. So I stopped there. Looking forward to see how the next issue is. I think I'm on issue 4 of the Blackest Night. It is very entertaining. It is very insane. Yeah, seeing all these people. Of course, of course, of course. That's the goal. Yeah. But I was seeing that Firestorm is such a big deal in the Blackest Night. He's such a big deal. Okay, so no, okay, so of course I respect your opinion and everything. Marvel is falling off comic book wise. It is falling off comic book wise. Uh, now they are. DC, however, DC, however, still has better stories. Now, indie books. There's some indie books out there that will, that will seal the deal, man. In terms of like, you know, the, it being a good story, good characters, character development, and everything. Walking Dead and Invincible, great. Yeah. Wow, you've been, of course, man. Yeah, I started collecting when I was like in high school, my beginning years of high school. Yeah. But no, yeah. So the thing is with DC, DC has way better stories than Marvel. They really do. Let me sneeze. Excuse me. Yeah, they literally do. Let me see. Oh, let me see. Hold on. Let me see some. There we go. Can y'all hear me better? Can y'all even hear me?
Phone is connected.
Okay, yeah. But I do think that DC. Yeah, I heard Something Killing the Children is a good indie book. I did hear about that. Okay. Yeah, I had to disconnect my phone to my vehicle and stuff. But I did hear Something Killing the Children is good. Um I didn't know what Invincible was or is, and so I started seeing the show and I'm like, this show is good. This show is very, very good. The Walking Dead is pretty good. I need to, you know what I need to do? I need to sit down and watch Walking Dead. That's what I need to do. But here's the thing. Time is knowledge, okay? Time is knowledge. You can invest your time to learn about so many things out there. But no, yeah, Gerard, yeah. If I said it correctly, Invincible is super good. It is. Let me put some more lotion on my. Invincible's amazing, dude. Good show. So the thing is that I just started watching it randomly with my wife. My wife, she reads webtoons and all that stuff. She watches anime. She collects a lot of Storm. She had no idea what Invincible was. Well, so okay, here's the thing. I've seen Walking Dead. It was just like they prolonged it, you know? They really prolonged it. I just felt like the last arc was the Whisperers, I think. I the first was it, yeah. Yeah, I think the Whisperers, I think that's the last arc. They should have stopped it. I don't know. Cuz literally right after Negan, like okay, it was like Negan the Saviors and everything, and then once they got to the Whisperers, it was just like okay, we're getting like where's the end? Yeah. But no, yeah, I'm gonna be very honest. It's a really good show. It is a really good show. I do like shows like that, but I'm not big on shows like that. It was just really I think it was just really put together really well, but they were just like they just didn't stop. Um, I graduated high school in like 2015, and Walking Dead was like released or like before I graduated. So after they released, well, after they, started, when they started Walking Dead while I was in high school, you know, they're still going today. Well, I don't know if they're still going today. It seems like it, but it's yeah, it is a good show. It is, but in terms of like indie books though, yeah, I have not read Something Killing the Children. I heard what's the name, Feral? Was it Feral or Stray Dogs? I heard those are really good books. I think it's called Stray Dogs and Feral. I think. Yeah, I heard those are really really good indie books as well. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna run into those or anything like that. I have thought about making my own indie book. The so okay, Berserk. I still need to watch it, man. I still need to watch it. I heard it's brutal, man. I heard it's brutal. It's everything. It's everything all in one, like, one deal, man. So I agree with you. I keep seeing all these great things about Berserk and everything. I think I should invest my time into that. Yeah, Berserk is a big deal, big show, uh, crazy characters. Yeah, I might read it, man. I don't know. I might read it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Might have to get the books and stuff. Yeah, that'll be like the first anime, well, manga I'll buy in like such a long time to read about, like, guts and all that stuff. And I know, so I only know of the main character, but everybody else I don't know about. So I'm a noob. So yeah, but no, yeah, I should definitely look into that. I agree with you. Just gotta finish the Blackest Night and stuff with DC, because oh man, it's so good, man. It's so good. What? It makes you feel stuff you didn't know you could. Really? Now that's some serious writing right there. Something that you write that makes the reader feel different is a big deal. Like that is a big deal. That is profound writing skills right there. That is like out of this world writing skills. If you're making your readers feel something that they never thought they would ever feel in their life, just off of what you've written, that's crazy. That is insane. That's crazy. Wow. I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Now I'm starting to think. Starting to think. I don't want to. I don't want to stress myself out or anything like that. But you're making me think that I should really get myself a copy and everything. Yeah, I heard it's a cold. I heard it's pretty cold. I heard it's pretty dark. Yeah, I hear a lot of stuff about Berserk. Yeah, but thanks for recommending me that. Yeah, because it's just like there's a lot of manga and stuff that people read out there, and Berserk. I mean, it is mentioned a few times, but being told that it makes you feel something that you never thought you would feel, that's a big deal. That is a huge freaking deal. Yeah. The book that really just I would say, let me see. The book that I really thought that was pretty good, but it was pretty like a tough book to read. I'm not gonna lie, was V for Vendetta. That was like, it was good, but it was just like, dang. Wow. Hits you hard. That sounds really tough, man. That sounds like a really, really good. It sounds like a masterpiece. Yeah, it sounds like a masterpiece. Yeah, something I think I should really, of course, look into. Yeah, but I've been hearing a lot of stuff about Guts and how he does not take no, like, nothing. Like, he's just like, yeah, like, no, he doesn't take any BS or anything like that. Yeah, so I ate some IHOP today. It was pretty good. Some good IHOP, man. Some French toast. I need to relax though on the IHOP. Yeah, it was like the second time. Well, not. I didn't eat IHOP yesterday, but like last week. Yeah, the thing is, like, the French toast breakfast is like $16, man. You're just like $16. So here's the thing. I asked for apple juice. Okay, I asked for apple juice, and if I got the apple juice, it would have been $20. And I'm like, no. Mm-mm. Maybe because I got it to go. I don't know. It was good. It was really good. It was really good. Got the syrup and everything fills you up and all that jazz and stuff. And I got, of course, I got my lunch and stuff. But yeah, I I do think I should look into half price books. It's been a while since I've been into half price books. You usually find some gems in there. Your boy. Hey, it's good for you, man. Got that vitamin C. You know what I'm saying? Tastes good though. Tastes really good. Yeah, but half price books, they usually have some crazy stuff in there. You'll see some gems in their bins or whatnot or their drawers and stuff in terms of like comics. Have found some pretty neat stuff. I do look forward into going to half price books. The thing is, it is free comic book day this weekend on, was it May the 2nd? It's on Saturday. I do look forward to free comic book day. We'll see how big these books will be once they come out and stuff, and they'll be free for everyone. Just I don't know. I'll just be thinking about comic books and those big publishers like Marvel, DC, and these other indie places, how they have these expensive books for $4.99, not $3.99 anymore. They're $4.99, and they're doing free comic book day. I'm like, y'all have enough money to give out free comic books? I don't know. I gotta, your boys, I gotta figure out how that works. I really do, because I've gotten some free comic books that like I got the first appearance of Blade's daughter. I got that book, and of course I got some other free comic books, but for instance, that book is worth some value because it is the first appearance of his daughter. Now, it was that huge war. It was like Judgment or something like that. It was like Avengers X-Men Eternals Judgment or something like that. The first issue. I think it's issue 0 or issue 1, and Blade's daughter makes an appearance in there. Um, you'll see that book selling for like more than free. So, yeah. But other than that, we'll see what they have in stores and all that stuff for free comic book day, because they, I mean, Marvel does need to step it up. Really, it's really check out Corona Restored. Oh wow, that's interesting. It's called. So we were just talking about Berserk, and there's a story, a Keanu Reeves story, and it's called Berserker. That's interesting. Now, here's the thing. Do you think now? Do you think he'll come back as John Constantine? Because I did hear a lot of things about he was going to come back as John Constantine. Yeah, Berserker. Yeah, yeah. Um, that'd be really cool if he comes back as John Constantine. But there's some people who are just like, oh, we need somebody that has an English accent. Oh, we need somebody who has blonde hair. This and that. Even though he played a really good John Constantine. Uh, I do look forward to collecting some first appearance of John Constantine, because he is an incredible character. Yeah, because John Constantine is a big deal, and the more you learn about John Constantine, really makes you think like, wow, who created this character? This is actually a really good character. Like, he's a good character. He's unique. He's really unique. He's different, and he did play a big deal in Crisis on Infinite Earths, the movies. Yeah, because I would think yeah, because you would think like, okay, you think Superman, or Superman from Earth 2, or would play a big deal, or Pariah. Pariah wasn't even in the freaking or whatever how you say his name. He wasn't even in the movie at all. But Psycho Pirate was. Psycho Pirate was a hello, how's it going? Yeah, yeah, no, Keanu Reeves, he should definitely play John Constantine. When you see some Swamp Thing action, you know what I'm saying? The sorcerer. We need that. We need that again. We need Neo back. That's what we need. We need Neo back. Yeah. You have some people that are, not always happy about certain things, Like Silver Surfer being a female and stuff. I don't know why people are unhappy about that when she actually was a Herald of Galactus at one point. She was. and a lot of people, a lot of so-called Marvel fans, complain about it. So, I mean, she's female. She's female. Oh well, you gotta deal with it. Like there was a female Silver Surfer in comic books. Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, it's just annoying when people do stuff like that. Just like, oh yeah, she looks. I think it's stupid. Cause so I'm like, have you seen the movie? Have you seen the movie? Yeah, but it's still canon. You see? Yeah. So no, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, but that would been. I mean, it would have been cool when if they had Norrin Rad, as Silver Surfer. That would have been cool too. Um, yeah, I really do look forward to the movie. Pedro Pascal and everything being Reed Richards. He is going to be. I do believe he is the next centralized character of the MCU since Tony Stark is no longer, there and all that stuff. So yeah, they're gonna put another smart person in play, and I think it's gonna work out pretty well. Fantastic Four are Marvel's first family and everything. I think it's gonna be really cool how they're gonna put this all together. But I do look forward to the movie. Of course, Superman Legacy. I gotta find out when they're gonna have tickets for that and everything, because Superman Legacy is it's gonna be a good movie. I did start Superman and Lois yesterday, and let me tell you what, that is a good show. Superman. Where have I been? Where have I been? Where has Robert Salazar been? I started Superman and Lois yesterday, and I'm like, where? What? Oh, okay. I can see what you're saying, though. I can see what you're saying. He's all over the place. It looked like he ain't getting catching a break. Mandalorian, commercials, now MCU, The Last of Us. It's just like, yeah. But no, yeah. I mean, people have different views on things and all that stuff. So what is it? But yeah. But Superman and Lois was a really good show, man. Really good show. And here's the thing about TV shows. TV shows do not put a lot. What I've seen, they don't put a lot of money in graphics. They don't put a lot of money in graphics. And in Superman and Lois, I excuse me. Yes, I have drawn comics. I have done live shows where I draw comics and all that stuff that don't actually belong to me. I just draw them for fun and all that stuff. But yeah, I've drawn plenty of comics. This channel, yeah, consists of comic books, comic book drawing, figures, talking comics, everything. Yeah, yeah. If you see in my lives in the past, I have a lot of live shows of me drawing, and coloring what I've drawn and painting. Um, but what was I gonna say? It's a really good show. The graphics are good. The acting is good. I only seen the first episode and it was good. That first episode was like 58 minutes, man. I see what you're saying. Well, I guess it's getting to him. I don't know. But yeah, it's a really good show. The actor's good. The actor's good. He's a good Superman. I've seen a lot of people talk about when they talked about Superman and Lois and stuff, and I was just like thinking like it's really that good. It's really like good show. And the thing is that it's interesting because I started Superman the animated series and that was good. I started Superman and Lois. That was that's it's good already. It's good. Can't stop saying good. So I'm just like, yeah, this is a good show. Maybe I should watch episode 2. I'll probably do like episode a day. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I still gotta, man. I still gotta finish Daredevil, man. Oh my gosh. I'm probably gonna have to finish. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to figure myself out. That's what I gotta do. Yeah. But no, yeah, dude. Um, Great character. Seeing Lex Luthor and everything at the end of episode 1 and all that stuff. I thought that was like someone else from Krypton, not Zod. Because they said something about Kryptonian or something like that. Yeah. So, but it was Lex Luthor this whole time. So, Good show. Good show. Good graphics. Um, yeah, great acting and all that stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, but I really do look forward to it, man. I really do look forward to the Berserk and all that stuff. Let me see. I don't know how this Fantastic Four movie will go. I mean, of course, they're gonna have Galactus and everything, and Silver Surfer. I am actually happy that they're finally putting Galactus the um, in the movies and stuff. Yeah, because we've been looking for Galactus for a very long time. You know, just like, okay, so when we're getting Galactus, that's a big Fantastic Four villain, and I'm pretty sure this is going to carry over to Secret Wars as well. He's probably more than likely going to look more superior in Secret Wars after Avengers Doomsday. Uh, we'll see. There may be also a connection. I'm pretty sure there's going to be an end credit scene of Doctor Doom. But the thing is, I learned, was it yesterday? I learned yesterday that they started filming Avengers Doomsday today, and I'm like, but there's already like, can you like believe, like, you see all these images and stuff of them already in their fits and all that stuff, and they're saying that they begin production today. It's crazy. Uh, I think they should keep it as Wesley Snipes. I think they should keep it as Wesley Snipes. I don't know. If you can have Channing Tatum, Gambit come back for Avengers Doomsday, you definitely can have Wesley Snipes back as Blade. I mean, like, it's true. Like, if you can do that, you definitely can have Wesley Snipes Blade back. You can. Yeah, he's Blade. Period, man. Like, he's a great actor. Fits the role. He embodies the role. Just like Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man, Chris Evans, Captain America, Chris Hemsworth, Thor. You know, they embody that character, and he was like the first one to do it, man. Literally, he was the first one to do it, and he's stellar actor. He makes acting an art. Yeah. So he was in Deadpool and Wolverine. The thing is that in Avengers Doomsday, Channing Tatum's gonna be in there. Like, Channing Tatum is gonna be in there because of the fans. Okay, so the fans also want Wesley Snipes. So since Marvel, so the thing is, Marvel does coddle to the fans, but the thing is, they still do a very good job though. They make mistakes. CGI. There's no such thing as like a perfect run, because that Infinity Saga, that whole thing was a dang near perfect run of movies. People still to this day talk about those movies and how it was just great. So they're gonna make mistakes. And the thing is that it came to a point where that saga spoiled fans, where fans were just like, "Oh, the MCU is garbage. I don't know what happened. They're doing this and they're doing that. The graphics look bad. They're just finding ways to complain about things because because I just feel like what they did before was exceptional. Okay, things happen, things change. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's a whole. I think it's a whole money thing. It's a whole ownership thing. It's a lot of things. It's Yeah. I see what you're saying. I do think it's a whole ownership and a um yeah. It's a whole ownership and money thing, licensing or what, I don't know, actors and issues and all that. So I don't know, like, issues with, like, them putting a project together. They do. They do. They do. I don't know. And then, like, they're trying to profit at the same time. They made, what did they made, like $20 billion from all those MCU movies? Like, they're not gonna get rid of Marvel. They're not. They're not gonna get rid of Marvel because they made so much that they just continue to make money. Marvel's a cash cow. Why would they get rid of a cash cow? So yeah, yeah, they do own it all. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. They put so much money in these movies, and the thing is that the actors are big parts of the budgets that they have for these movies. Yeah, because you see these, like, Endgame was like $400 million. It was like a $400 million budget, I think. That's crazy. Was it 400 or 450? Yeah, yeah, they do. Yeah, they should. They should. Yeah, since literally there's like big characters that, like, Wolverine is a big character. Iron Man's a big character. Reed Richards, he's not as big as them, but we need like a story like that. We need a good Logan level story because people went and watched Logan and people enjoyed it. Wolverine Origins, Wolverine, like we watched those movies and they were really good because he was a good character and he is a centralized character as well. So, well, guys, I really appreciate you guys for watching. Your boy is gonna keep pushing for yeah, it is good writing. No, I agree with you. It's good writing, and that's what we need. Some good writing. I really appreciate you guys for watching. Your boy has to go. Um, uh, I will. There's no like guarantee of doing live streams like every morning, Monday through Friday, but I'm gonna push for it, and hopefully I'll be able to get back with you guys. Of course, like around this time, because your boy busy and all that stuff. So I hope we have more comic books to talk about. Definitely gonna check out Berserk. Thank you, Gerard, and I really appreciate you guys for watching this live stream. I hope you have a great day, great night, great afternoon. The Robert Salazar Comics out.